If you're lost for business growth ideas or you're facing an obstacle that you just can't seem to get around, then stay tuned because you're going to learn 2 adaptation techniques to help you overcome these obstacles and create low-risk business growth innovation ideas. G'day, I'm Nils Vesk. Thanks so much for tuning in. Every minute of every day, we come across brilliant ideas and inventions that could help us reinvent our results. Yet, because many of these ideas are found in an industry unrelated to ours, we ignore them. Instead, we continue along Struggle Street hoping that that big idea will land at our feet. And it seldom does. The inventive thinker is always on the prowl looking for ideas to adapt to their business, on their industry and to their customer. And this hunt for adaptable ideas is called adaptation. And there are 2 ways to use the adaptation technique. First one is about identifying the attributes you need to solve your current problem and then looking for them outside of your industry. And the second one is about identifying a remarkable product, process or invention that's already outside of your industry and then looking to see if you can use those key attributes and apply them to your world and your business. All right, so let's look at each one of them. 1, identifying the attributes you need to solve your problem and then looking for them outside of your industry. The inventive thinker starts with questions such as, what types of attributes to my overarching challenge do I need to satisfy? Or what attributes do I need to solve our problem that might be found outside of my industry? For example, maybe I've created a new consultancy and it's in a behavioral economics niche, And what I've done, I'm feeling like I'm a little bit too young, I don't have much professional status, but the insight I might have is that clients need to sell more of their products, but they're unaware that their lack of sales is about not understanding what influences and drives the customers to buy. Subsequently, they fear investing in consulting and training in a service they haven't heard about before. Now, the key attributes I'm trying to solve are trust, guarantees, and risk prevention. Now that I've got some of those attributes, I can ask myself, where else or what other industries may people play in a space where they've got to create guarantees to minimize the risk and increase trust? Now, I can't help but think of examples of other places doing this already, such as, things that you might see on television-based sales initiatives with 100% money-back guarantee, or product warranties offered by automotive manufacturers with free servicing. Subsequently, after adapting this money-back guarantee and free servicing idea, I might decide to offer a 100% money-back consulting guarantee with 24 months of free quarterly consulting checkups. I think it might sound like a good idea. Maybe you should take up on it. Now let's look at the second application. We want to be able to identify a remarkable product, process or invention that's already outside of your industry and see if you can use their attributes. Now, every remarkable process or product innovation has core attributes. And if we can identify the attributes, we can apply them to our business. Now, this technique is great for creating growth solutions and also for staying inspired. Really, keeping a team inspired to create business growth innovation is a big challenge for any innovation leader. Let me give you an example. I had a stressed out general manager from a brand spanking 5-star hotel that was struggling to get new guests. They were burning money left, right and centre with all of those empty rooms. And, it's weird that they just didn't seem to have much of a marketing budget and they didn't even have a full-time marketing team. I know, strategic bad decision. But anyway, the GM was time poor and they needed to make some marketing to get business growth ideas happening fast or people would be losing their jobs. So here's what I got the general manager to do. The GM's task was to write up one question on the whiteboard at the beginning of every weekly sales meeting. And the question he would write up was, what's the most engaging piece of marketing or advertising that you've come across outside of the hospitality world and what made it so compelling? So what happened? Well, after the team had shared some engaging marketing and advertisements, he was then to ask them to work out how they could adapt the attributes to their hotel. And what happened? At first, the first meeting, the sales team was a bit slow to think of examples, but they did it nonetheless and they started to create some bold ideas. But then he wrote up the same question on the whiteboard at the second meeting. This time, examples were flowing left, right and centre and it was becoming easier for them to adapt. And eventually, one of the ideas, and this is I think on week 3, that they came up with was from a competition idea where a famous fashion designer would redesign and stitch up the winner's favourite clothing outfit. Now, the hotel's adapted idea was to run a competition with people sharing their favourite personal recipes. I think the winner won a couple of nights at the hotel, which was very brand new, and they actually had a Michelin hat chef there who would cook their meal based on the recipe. And the campaign was a smashing success. It cost very little to do, but created a stack of publicity and created lots and lots of sales. And that's what adaptation is all about. So please, give this a go. It's simple. It might sound too simple, but it works, and it could actually change your whole culture just by doing it. The key is consistency and small amounts of time. Please let us know how you go. Shoot us a message, put us a comment, like this, subscribe to it if you love what you're doing, and I'm here to help no matter what might be happening there. Oh, P.S. If you're looking for an innovation agency to improve your product or innovation or hack your business growth, we're here to help, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.